Adding a downloadable ebook to your listing on Amazon was a super old trick to allow you to differentiate your product. Those days are gone. It's no longer okay to do that. So in this video I want to show you what to do instead and how to go about handling getting information, additional information to your customers. Let's go. So it used to be the case, for instance, that you could do something like this. You could put here, bonus ebook, download our bonus ebook with fancy cocktail salt and sugar recipes. And you could also include it in one of the hero images, not the hero images, sorry, including one of the images so people knew what the hell was going on, okay? However, that's no longer allowed. So what is the case now is if you're doing that, you're probably still okay, but I would absolutely consider changing your listing because Amazon is no longer allowing for lots of categories, not all, but what always happens is they start with some categories and then it becomes a blanket thing and then they apply the blanket thing retrospectively, okay? That's the MO of Amazon. Anyway, so they're no longer allowing certain categories to do this, which they did. So it's no longer possible to do it, which sucks. So what do you do now? Well, so now your option is you must, if you want to include an ebook, you must make it a physical ebook, which is actually not very expensive to do. You must include it as a physical ebook. So it's actually in the product itself as part and parcel of the product. It cannot be a digital download anymore. It must be, if you want to put it on your listing, it must be a physical thing that gets sent to the customer, okay? So is that. But if you still want to include a PDF, then you can't put it in your listing, but you can include it in your packaging as a packaging insert. Hey, go download this. Here's the URL to go download, or instead of doing a URL, you want to use a QR code. Everybody's got their phone on them all the time. They'll use their QR code, opt them in that way, okay? That's a better way of doing it, so QR codes. So you can do it that way. That's also, I would suggest, a better way of doing it. And indeed, if you want to go a step further, what's better than a PDF is a video series. You'll get way more opt-ins for a video series than you would do for a PDF. So if you've got a PDF like this particular product has, fancy cocktail salt and sugar recipes, if you can turn those into a video series all about that particular thing, whatever is in your ebook, then not only will you build a lot closer relationship with your customers, but they'll also opt in at far, far higher rates than they would do for a PDF, okay? So there you go. Things have changed. You used to be able to include a link to a social media page, Facebook, Instagram, something like that. You could do that. Or if you hosted the PDF on Amazon's web service, it's what's called Amazon S3, you used to be able to do that and it would show up as what's called a live link. That's one of those blue links in the email, and that was great. Then they stopped that, and just over time it's changed. So now you cannot use Kindle Direct Publishing. You can't link those two things together. It won't work, unfortunately. Cool idea, but Amazon's onto us. Amazon is onto us. That was a video from the regular Monday night Q&A session that I host with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. Over 2,500 of us now, not just here in Australia, indeed right around the world and growing. We're actually the fastest growing community of professional e-commerce entrepreneurs here in Australia, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about what we do at the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, be sure to check out the link below, or indeed you can just get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. See you in the next video.